Hi, it's Adam back from TheRubiksCubed, and today I have an unboxing from TheCubicle.us. So first I want to give a big thank you to Phil, who sent this over to me. This is the new Weilong GTS, and I'm sure you guys have seen some unboxings recently on the internet of the GTS. I'm very excited to get into it. Now my friends got like early versions at Manhasset, the cube competition, and you'll see that video soon. But unfortunately he didn't have mine with him at the moment. He had already sent it off. So I'm actually happy about it because I get my custom sticker shades along with the cube, which is something that I really need. So let's take a look. Okay, so taking a look here, just what I expected. I didn't really expect a box here. Now the first thing I did see is this 2x2 here. This is really exciting. I kind of felt two cubes in here. This is the new Weipo. Unfortunately, it's in white, but that's okay. And the good thing here is that the GTS is not in white, so that's good. So here we have the new Cubicle business card. As you can see, it has a QR code on the back now, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, other than that, it's normal. And taking a look here, we have my sticker shades. These should be the super contrast shades. Yep, looks good. Now these are cut for the Yuexiao, but Phil told me that they are making custom cut shades for the GTS in the future. So before we bust into GTS, let's take a look at the Weipo. All right, definitely not bad. Something that I've been noticing recently, I'm sure you guys have seen it as well. The 2x2 market is really oversaturated at this point. You just got a whole ton of clones, basically. The mechanisms don't differ a lot, and I even have trouble with telling the difference between a lot of my Moyu 2x2s. I think that's a representation of a larger problem here, that Moyu just releases any puzzles that they come up with that only have slight mechanism changes. I would like to see that change, but until then, we're stuck with a bunch of clones like this one. I don't think this will be anything too special. Definitely not a Diane killer, in my opinion, from first turns. I mean, the original plastic Diane has been the leader in 2x2 for a very long time. I don't see this overtaking it, just like any other Moyu 2x2 would. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's take a look at this 3x3. So I did try the GTS at Manhasset, and I have some specific opinions about it as far as like the turning, so let's take a look. So as you can see, this puzzle looks a ton like the Yuexiao. You have the Yuexiao on the left with my custom shades, and the GTS on the right. Now I'm interested in seeing how the GTS does the corner mechanism, so we'll take a look at that. But first, let's get into turning. Alright, so I wouldn't say anything too impressive. It kind of feels like a less crispy Yuexiao to me. And now compared to any other 3x3 compared to a Yuexiao, at least in my personal opinion, this would be definitely really impressive and somewhere at the top. Okay, so when I first tried this puzzle out in Manhasset, something that was really apparent to me off the bat was that this cube is a type of puzzle I like to call a brick puzzle. And the reason it's a brick puzzle is because it's like stupidly stable, which can be really good for a lot of people, but it's not something specifically that I like. So I don't think this cube is really good for a lot of people, but fans of like the Fengshi would like it because, for example, something that happened that I tried to do in Manhasset was take out an edge, and it's difficult. It's really difficult. So that's kind of reminiscent of the Fengshi, where it's just like, it won't pop, even if you try to pop it. And that's one of the defining features of what I would call a brick puzzle. So for a lot of people who like stability, this could be a very good option. It brings a feeling and turning of a Yuexiao with like extreme stability. So here we see the corner mechanism, and it's very unique compared to the Yuexiao, as well as the centers and the edges. And it's kind of interesting to see how such a different mechanism can cause such a similar feeling. I have to say that's a coincidence because I haven't seen anything like that in any other 2 puzzles. All right, here you can see the center design here. There's kind of like a lip right up top here. So that locks in the edge and kind of adds to that brick feeling that I was talking about. So overall, this is exactly what I was expecting. Of course, I did try it before, but it's definitely a fantastic cube. And for people who love stable cubes, and if you like the feeling of the Meiying or the Yuexiao, this is definitely something that's very, very similar. Now, here's my Yuexiao. Here's its turning. Definitely clickier, but this has a similar bumpiness to it and a similar sort of feeling and responsiveness to the cube. So I would say the Yuexiao is like a mild GTS, or the GTS is a more extreme, stable version of the Yuexiao. So that's just my initial opinion. Of course, when the review comes out, you'll see exactly what I feel after a lot of solves and some modding. So until then, I have no idea whether or not this will be my main. I suspect not, but definitely a good choice for a backup main. And for those of you that have trouble with popping, definitely a fantastic option. Anyway, that's about it for this one. A big thank you once again to TheCubicle for sending me these puzzles to test. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can leave them down below and that'll be much appreciated. Like, share this video, and follow me on social media in order to be awesome, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.